Jeskai John on the left side of your screen versus Death and Taxes on the right. Ronald Rodriguez, Dark 0842. Death and Taxes, Ronald Rodriguez with Yorion. And we will begin a prediction poll momentarily. Okay, as players are settling in here. Let's start the prediction. Who will win? Will it be Jeskai John? Or will it be Death and Taxes Ronald? We'll give chat, let's see. We'll give chat 5 minutes. We'll give chat 5 minutes on that. Do we know if Ronald was on Saga? Ooh, I'm going to say no, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure. There's the monkey. All right, looks like a plane's off the top. Sorry about the glare. Swords to Plowshares on Ragavan got dazed. If he's on Moons, he probably isn't on Saga. Wait, what? For some reason, I'm not understanding Vial to 6. Who's on Moons? I don't know. All right, we got some mail day posts coming in. Ooh, we got some good mail. Okay, I got to remember to get to these. We have an MTG banding mail day that must be seen by everyone. Blood Moons? Yeah. I don't think he's on Urza Saga. All right, there's Mina Harker on the battlefield. I don't know if that's right, HC Fox. All right, another treasure. Is that a prismatic ending? I believe so. All right, reading the card. Source to Plowshares off the top with Ragavan. And I sense a little bit of frustration from Ronald here. Murktide Region comes down.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Pick someone.
19. You're at 22. Yep.
Solitude pitching Flicker Wisp on Murktide.
Sure. Gain 6.
Wow, no bets so far for Jeskai John? Wow. Nobody wants Ragavan to win.
You got a basic.
I have no basics.
No. Well, you know what they call it? No basic jump?
That's right, insect. You can pay the Thalia tax, and that still counts for a color.
Yeah, Rob. That's what they call it. It's my monster name, exactly.
All right, some bets are coming in now. Yes, it works like EE. Skyclave, hit Ragavan, and waste a Tundra. That's not the worst turn for a Vial puts in another Ragavan. Excuse me. Not the worst turn for Ronald. 61% favored for Ronald, says chat. Yeah, Prismatic Ending is a good card. All right, we got some changing of sides happening in chat. All right, Skyclave blocks Ragavan. Solitude hits. There's an illusion, which is a 1/1.
Go ahead. Okay. Go.
Spirit of the Labyrinth. Vial still on 1. John does have Dragon's Rage Channelers and Ragavans. So I guess it makes sense to keep it on 1. Is that true, Forcefill? All right, Prismatic Ending hits Spirit.
This is a 1-1.
All right. And that'll get a scoop in game 1 here from Ronald. So we're going to game 2. All right, Ponder.
No basic jump? That's what I'm going to remember now.
Do we want so it's like a almost like a philosophical question in some way. Do we want Wizards to print cards that are more powerful than the most powerful cards in Legacy? Like, whether you like Ragavan or not, it's like one of the best creatures in the format now. And it's like, I don't know. How powerful do we want new cards in a set like Commander Legends or Modern Horizons to be? Like, do we want them to be sideboard maybes, or do we want to have them in our main decks? New cards from new formats. And like, where do you place cards on that spectrum? All right. Another key days. Stoneforge.
Okay, call Draco.
Dash Ragavan.
Forward.
Yeah, I'm with you, Side Norno. That makes sense. Why do you say that, J Lady?
Attack, right? Attack.
Take 5 on that, go to 16.
Go ahead.
What? IXC, thanks for the follow. Welcome. All right, expressive iteration happening here.
This in hand, this here, this here.
All right, brainstorm and exile. Yeah.
Yes, brainstorm.
That's somewhat weird though, Sidenorna, because they're creatures. Like, yeah.
I just thought it was gonna be the prismatic ending. I was like, yeah, it's gone.
It was one of those. Sure. Okay, 15.
15 to 23.
It's all coming together. No. It's just like on target.
Switch.
Why not over the Thunder Dragon because I'm trying to make post-force
There it is, Torpor Orb. Good card.
It's basically like now primarily.
That's a Cauldron come play at in the glare on Ronald's side.
It's instant.
Unequipped.
I have a Labyrinth of the. I didn't know that existed. I mean, this is just something I'm experimenting with. I'm not seriously. It's very strong.
Dragon's Rage trades with the Spirit of the Labyrinth, and of course another one followed up. Maybe Side Norna. It's kind of a flavor fail, I guess, but I mean, maybe it would be better gameplay for whatever reason. I have no idea.
13 to 26, right?
Like amazing, you just
Yep.
like collect some people with that, but like I mean, if I can narrow down to like now I'm trying to be more generic, like just Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I'm just it's one of those cards like you hate to play because like you know that like your opponent's gonna have like 2 ley lines or like
Yorion to hand for Ronald rather. MTG Banning, thanks for the resale with Prime. 16 months for MTG Banning. Gift leader number 3, MTG Banning. Thank you, Phil. Yeah, that's true, Lewinil. At the end of the day, the point of MH2, let's all remember, is to raise the power level of Modern just a bit to get it closer to Eternal formats. That sounds awesome, Moses.
yeah, so it wasn't just like back in the day, I used to run the Empire necessarily targets from like Cabal Therapy.
Just want to remind everybody too, TCG Player and Ink Gaming, our affiliate links are down below and TCG Player has all kinds of awesome sales going on lately. Bookmark those links in your browser. And when you shop online, all you have to do is use our links and you're supporting the show in a big way. No additional cost to you. We get a tiny kickback on every sale. And I appreciate everybody that's been doing it. It really does. It's keeping the show alive. It really is. It's important. Crash Bandicoot Secret Lair. You know what? Crash Bandicoot Secret Lair, I'm down. I love Crash Bandicoot. I'm so down. All right, here's a Murktide. All right, Path to Exile hits Murktide, though. Jeskai John with no basics in the main. Oh, counting lands here.
Gotta get to 7 plus a creature.
It's true. Attack you. Yeah. What is that?
Council's Judgment.
Response.
I had it. I just didn't target the Torpro because I have no creatures.
I know.
I was just like, yeah, whatever. Torpro's not doing anything right now.
I'm at 10, and I'm gonna make a servo.
Yeah, you got a 1/1.
That's cool. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
The players are having fun. Even if we're not, the players are having fun in the past when they played this match.
You don't even have a, what's it called? You don't even have a vial.
What?
You said you don't even have a
I don't. I really hope I don't draw a vial.
Which one? This guy?
You can guess. You gain 2, I lose 3.
You're 15?
Yeah, not killing the Torpor Orb is not ideal. Here's Edisworn Canonist, though. You can block.
What do you have that does? Yeah, I'm like, what do you have that does 1 damage? I'll take 2.
Take 2? Go ahead. It's 7?
It's a
Instant
7/7.
sorcery land creature. Okay. I'm at 5.
Go ahead.
This is 7?
If they don't have Innistrad sets, what am I supposed to get?
Modern cards is 2.
They don't. You can't do that.
It's 7.
Paladin or
That's 7.
I don't know.
And you're a 1/1?
You play standard.
This is a 3/3.
Okay, so you have to attack. Okay, that's good.
Oh, and it has to attack.
Yeah, I was like,
Thanks for
all right,
reminding-
you
thank you for
have to
reminding
hit me.
This is 7.
I eat it.
So I have to leave these back. Take it for 3.
They're having fun. They're having fun. Crash Bandicoot is, yeah, Aku, Uku, yeah.
I deal 6. What a game.
Wow, Force of Phil. I did not know there was a way to write that sound that the mask makes, but you did it. Hubidiga. And then that little drum. Ding, ding. All right, Ponder. And we were in game 3. Somehow Ronald won that game, equipping a Cauldron Complayat to an Edisworn Canonist. Can we get an Aku emoji for the stream? Maybe. I will speak to our artist. Dave Kaplan, thank you for the gift sub. 16 gift subs now for Dave Kaplan. Climbing the leaderboard. Thank you, thank you. The leaderboard's getting competitive now. Look at the all-time gifters leaderboard. It's really neck and neck in the middle there. Dave popping off, yeah, for real. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave Kaplan. Okay. Ugh, getting alerts. Okay.
What is that? Tipping needle?
Tipping needle.
Oh, excuse me.
Go ahead.
It's your casting. I will activate.
Okay, sure.
Okay, resolve. Naming.
I'll name either.
Okay.
You gotta have Dryad art.
Where's this one?
Oh, not really.
Okay, 21.
I just, well,
Trigger goes to 1.
Neutral ground back in the day, but like we didn't know each other at the time, and he doesn't remember me because I was a teenager.
When is Paint is Serving getting reprinted? Is it expensive right now? Honestly, don't know. I don't think I own any copies. And when was it last reprinted? Like Double Masters or something? I have no idea.
Go ahead. Cool, sure.
Roland's one of those people that's like, yeah, we've been best friends for 10 years.
Recruiter finds Sky Clave, which will likely try to target this pithing needle. I imagine.
Exactly, like, oh, so nice to meet you.
Interesting.
Good thing it doesn't find a 2-drop.
Saga trigger.
Two cards.
Yeah, I believe the vial. It's on vial. The needle.
2 unknowns and a Sky Clave.
Make another one.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a construct and now searching with Saga.
I'll get this.
Gets a Retrofitter Foundry, which is now on the top left of your screen. Do I like the sketches? They're cool. I have a few of them. Sorry you had to hear my email there, everybody. I will disable that. Okay. Rux, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Force of Phil trying to get Aku Aku masks on the channel. We will work on it. Yeah, I'm not sure why my email sounds are coming through. That never happened before, but yeah. Too many things to keep track of. And the email was spam, which only makes it that much worse. Nobody ever emails me anything good. It's all spam. Is it just me, or is email all spam now? Like, does anybody ever get any good emails anymore? Ever hear from anybody that you want to hear from or anything like that? Tell us your story. Phone calls. No, that's not true. Is it? There you go, Lewin. There you go. Receipts, bills, and spam. Crash Bandicoot's real name is Crashworth Cortex? What? Now I have to Google this. This is important. The match that's being played right now is not as important as this. Sorry, everybody. Crash Bandicoot, real name. Let's see. What? Crashworth Cortex the First. I don't know. I'm kind of turned off by Crash Bandicoot now. That's really lame. Why is that his name? Or its name? I don't even know if... Is Crash Bandicoot even... Oh, it says gender male. Okay. Oh, right. And then there's Coco Band. Okay, now I'm remembering. Okay. RCT, thanks for the follow. Cynorna is falling for all this for all the scam emails. Oh yeah, the 90s MTG going live emails. There you go, Dave. Yeah, is Neocortex Crashworth's dad? What is up with that? Someone researched the whole thing and email me all the details of Crash Bandicoot's backstory so I can be up to date on that, because I am way out of the loop, it turns out.
Yeah, but you got a combo kill, like you can kill on the spot instead of grindy goblin.
Yeah. Yeah, like you just saw. It's like
Okay, that was not my phone. That was in the video. Yorion comes down here. Blinks Skyclave.
You exile everything?
I don't tell you what I'm exiling. When it resolves, it just happens. He does not target.
So I was on 3.
Yeah, it's just...
When it enters the battlefield. So you're not targeting.
I'm not targeting.
So trigger on the stack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was like, enter trigger. I'm like,
Sure.
yeah. Do you have to do anything before I like go Skyclave this, that, and
I
that?
happened to know what's with the deck, and I realized like,
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. I thought he was a target, and my friend's like, no, he does not target. I'm like, oh, he's better than I thought, and worse.
So I gotta admit, I played the newest Crash Bandicoot game, but anytime they have like a story moment where you have to watch like a little mini movie, animated movie, I skip it and just go to the next board. So I'm out of the loop on all the Crash Bandicoot stories. I just skip all the stories. I'm a tap X until I can play again person. I don't care about the story. Sorry.
Yes, I could just say, okay, then I won't.
I'm gonna go to end step.
It just like slipped my mind. It was just,
Yeah.
Trigger?
Yeah, not a interaction.
no, especially not when you're
So it's kind of right to get the black stack plus
what else?
sentinel situation going, but you have 40 left.
Major, yeah. But,
It's only right. That's what ultimately happens with the broom.
All right, Skyclave, thinking about the target.
That's not-
Goes for Dragon's Rage channel.
Just one.
Yeah. Yep.
Card on you? Okay.
Yeah.
And then passes over. I was just like, alright.
Down to 13. I gained 4 from their swords.
That's what I'm trying to do in Vintage.
Oh, yeah. Are you playing online?
No.
Get 2, 3, 4.
You don't really play.
And I'll do this. So it's 4.
Too cool.
Yeah.
You can check.
Doomsday, is it? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Vintage Doomsday. Was that you that was saying it's like the best deck?
One of the best combo decks.
I feel like we were talking about it last week.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Just gotta do it.
Solitude.
You have one card.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Some people reporting.
7. I don't. Okay. Sure.
Attacks for this 2/2 Skyclave.
That's right to his Uzi. Sweet.
Like that guy. Sultan, you guys do those.
You know, that's like what I've played and been fairly successful with, but it's just so
Yeah.
like, I want to try something a little different. I'm sure I'm gonna do the wrong pile and screw it up. Yeah,
No blocks.
There's no turn 1 Oko win.
True.
Pass.
At least not usually.
It's one strategy is to play all the cards that were recently banned in Legacy. So like you would play the Red and 6,
What a
the Dreadword
white.
Arcanist, and like they're powerful cards, but I mean they were playable in Legacy for a while.
Do you know any cards on the bottom?
Huh?
Do you know any cards on the bottom?
They
What a shuffle.
in this deck, like, are just straight up.
After the piece of shrapnel from the Cortex Vortex plummets to Earth and demolishes Uka Uka's underground prison, Aku Aku hears his evil laughter in the distance, signifying his return, terrifying him. After explaining to Crash and Coco of his past with his brother, he then brings him to the Time Twister machine and instructs him to collect the crystals scattered across time for Cortex and Uka Uka do. Force of Phil is going to teach us the whole story of Crash Bandicoot.
I won a match.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't count though.
I'm tired of this playing, but I'm gonna lose.
I remember we've been trying out the pile lists that were like the Lemon Harvest, like every card draws a card.
Yeah.
The issue sort of happens with some of what happened early on before Drew Infinite.
See you guys.
See you later. It's like when it's just random cantrips, eventually enough of those cantrips are just lands, and then you'll feel like you flooded.
Right. I mean, this game, the last game I used probably like 90% of my mana.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Yeah. It was a nice mana sink, but I remember that was when it was just like, yeah, every card draws a card back during like Astrolabe time.
Yeah.
Thinking about this Solitude, the Containment Priests effectively shutting off the vial right now. And let's see if he blocks. Okay, yeah, he's going to block.
Yeah.
Game 3.
Cool.
We were close. It was close.
Oh, man. Crash warped. Yeah. I'm all about PlayStation. Twisted Metal, Crash Bandicoot, Siphon Filter. Yeah.
Turn your upkeep, tap your Tundra.
Tundra. Another one. What is good? Draw. Go ahead.
Good.
Go. Tap your Tundra.
Yeah, Medieval. Twisted Metal was... I played so much Twisted Metal back in the day.
This is tab. This is like this.
Spyro, I didn't play much, but Spyro was cool.
Flood red. Good my draw. Yes. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Tap your Tundra.
Tap my Tundra. Makes into a flyer.
No, tap your Vault.
Sure. That's fine.
What?
Yeah, Crash Team Racing was a lot of fun. That was a fun one.
Did you gain more life? Oh, 14 from
Solitude.
Yeah. Go ahead.
In Twisted Metal, I used to always be... Was it Warthog? Was there a car called Warthog? I think I was Warthog.
Look at what can blink something.
And my brother was always the police car, which I don't remember what it was called.
I don't know why I cast that. Should have just eaten the other thing. That was stupid of me. Whatever. It's literally stupid of me. It's the only way you can counter this card.
I was thinking,
Oh,
like,
whatever.
wow, what a next level play.
No, it was just stupid. It was literally stupid. It was the stupidest thing I could have done this game.
Like, wow.
You should be at first.
Yeah, see? This literally cost me the game.
25.
I would just take away his answer.
All right, a little bit of a misplay there by Ronald. Forgot he can just use the vial.
Type of Tundra.
I will make a white.
Yes, Outlaw was the police car. Yeah. And Warthog was like a little like army truck or something.
Tap your Volk. You draw first. You always draw first.
I go 11.
Okay. Go to attacks. 11.
Those are technically not the correct Thopters because they're blue, but we'll let it slide this time. We'll let it slide.
Get away, and I'm gonna ponder.
Yeah. I can't stop that. I don't know what I can splash in that says you can't draw. That would be great.
When is this channel? What is this channel coming to when we're letting stuff like this fly? Yeah. Yeah. I'm just in a good mood today. That's all. That's all. And I'll leave it to the animals that watch this channel later on YouTube to rip these players apart. I'll leave it to them. I love you, YouTube people. I just joke around. No, they're blue. These are the Thopters that are for what do you call that card? Thopter Foundry.
I source the spirit. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Thanks. This is good.
Make a 4/4.
Yep. Same thing. Tap your thunder. And your draw step.
Sure. Sure. Get a red, and I'll try to do this for 3.
Prismatic ending on Skyclave.
Get a guy, and this is 9. Swordsing.
One of those is a construct. One of them is a Thopter, I believe. Oh no, they're both construct. They're both constructs.
Good. Upkeep.
Oh, look, a creature. Oh, look, a creature. Oh, look, more creatures. Oh, look, a Jitsu. That was just annoying.
All right. Perfect ending to the match. Ronald says, okay, that was just annoying.